So, you're gonna be surfing. Surfing DOA, that's dead on arrival. Paw Patrol.
Don't worry about it, Toads, because the Dark Queen's got no surf. Got the 90s.
Okay. Her one-liners are much better than his.
Anyway, welcome to part 2 of Battletoads.
Hey, Dwibs, ready for some surfing?
Because it's the 90s, dude!
Now, surfing isn't necessarily as bad as, say, the jet car, but surfing has its quirks. For some reason...
Look at that.
So, here's an idea. Guys, I got an idea. Let's make it so that our amphibians can't swim for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's like with Sonic.
Oh, no, actually, Jova, we do swim. We do swim on level 9. That's just a thing. It's inconsistent.
Inconsistent.
See.
Oh god, the speed of these things.
Yeah, the problem with this is that the pattern of these things is so erratic, and they move so fast. It's practically impossible to avoid them. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny you mentioned.
They ambush you.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Sonic Dwibs because he actually can swim nowadays.
And he did swim in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon for some reason.
Fun fact: Rare also made a Super NES and Mega Drive version of this. I'm
was it Battle Maniacs, I think it was called.
No, it was legitimately Battletoads. It was literally this game, just with 16-bit graphics and music. My guess is they didn't. My guess is Rare just chose this one to put on Rare Replay because it's the most iconic one.
Yeah.
Basically,
I guess the music's the same too, just different sounds, obviously.
See, it makes sense in Crash Bandicoot because when Crash is swimming, he actually has the scuba gear.
It's a rat.
Okay, so the best way to try to defeat this boss, like Jason himself said,
thank you.
If you manage to get him on one end of the screen and constantly whale him with the stick, you'll be able. Well, if you manage to do it successfully, which I'm trying to do, but I'm kind of failing at it. You'll be able to corner him and just wail on him with the stick constantly. And like Jason and like Jason said in his video, believe me, you're not being cheap here. This game is cheap enough as it is. It deserves some fucking payback.
Jason, that's a good name for a pro to have.
Yeah, Jason Pilara from the Until We Win videos. Anyway,
I don't know. What is it about the name Jason that's so majestic?
Yeah.
I prefer Bob.
Jova, you're deranging into David Cage territory.
That's the joke, Tio, because he also
there you go.
That
See,
name
this is what this is what I recommend doing. There you go.
No regrets.
But I mean, hey, if David Cage seems to praise that,
oh, bright, more surfing, great.
Because that's what we need.
And now
okay, well, to be fair, dodging these water mines is much easier than the whirlpools. The problem is that as it keeps going, the board starts going faster and faster, and it becomes a nightmare. There you go. See?
Hey, speaking of going faster, did you know that you can actually try and speed up yourself?
Yes, you can.
Ever try doing that? Pedro?
No.
That's suicide.
Oh no, you missed
moving
the
on.
one.
And we're almost done with this surf's up level.
Nope. Fail. Anyway,
There we go.
are you guys planning on getting that World War II Call of Duty game?
The one with zombies?
No,
No.
Dweeb, sorry.
How random. Anyway.
Give up, Toadies. You'll never make it past the giants.
Right, them cowboys. Level 6, Karnoff's Lair.
Hey,
left in the
Slade,
chat.
I hate this level. I hate this level. I hate this level. Okay, basically, as the queen said, you'll never escape my giant snakes. This level is all about riding these giant snakes throughout the level. Here's the problem. You have to basically have split reactions, and you have to be incredibly precise to the millimeter in terms of jumping on them and escaping the instant death spikes as you're about. Trust me, it doesn't look that bad right now, but trust me, it'll get worse.
This reminds me of that snake game.
It's like that. It was like in Super Mario World.
No, Teo, please don't sully the name of Super Mario World by mentioning it in this playthrough.
Hey, what is it with...
He looks like he's
It's like
humping
he's
it.
humping the snake.
what is it with old NES games?
Oh yeah, did I mention if you fall down from the snake, you have to kill yourself too because the snake will come back?
That's
That's
fair.
not sadistic at all, is it?
Also, there you go. Obstacles.
And they're instant death spikes. Yay!
Of course.
All right, basically, what you have to do here, you have to jump always right as the other snake is almost all the way in the hole, so you can come into the exact time.
Now
As
I
I'm-
know what
like so.
Now I know what you're thinking, Dwibs. Well, the jump should be easier to make.
Ah.
Again, as Pedro mentioned, there's climbing things. However, one thing you also have to be careful of is the fact that when you climb to the top of a snake, you'll actually go through that snake. So you also have to account for that.
Yeah.
And remember, the snake is constantly moving,
Like
so
that.
you're
Yeah.
a constant mover.
That's just the thing. Remember, remember when you're playing this game fairly, you're basically forced to make these quick, complex decisions on where to jump and when to jump on the fucking fly, because you barely have any time to react to what. By the time you realize what you need to do, it's most likely already too late.
Okay, here we go. This is the old FU part of a snake stage.
Carniv's
by the way,
lair, yeah.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that the head can also hurt you.
No. The head doesn't hurt you. Don't worry.
Huh.
No, in this game, that's actually surprising.
All right. Here's what you have to do. You have to wait and then go here. See? Because that's easy to figure out.
And no, you cannot see all the way over there. So for all you know, maybe you need to make that jump.
Yeah,
And no,
there you go.
need
See,
to wait.
see, there you go. I had to know that I was supposed to jump on there because but again, this is the kind of thing you have to. Again, this is all about.
Go.
You have to know the game already. Yeah, that's not cheap at all, is it? That's
Good old NES resolution.
moving on.
Well, maybe it won't get too bad. Oh wait, no, never mind. We still got some.
No. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get even worse. Trust me.
Oh, I know.
And trust me, we're going to do level 7 in this part. So trust me, this isn't even it's only gonna get more ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen.
Pedro, I know what's going to happen, but how do you?
Well, I'm talking to the audience, though.
How do you think Dwibs in the audience are going to react when we get to
The rat race.
Yeah.
The rat race. It's in the next part, and let's just say, even with rewind, that level is frustrating as all hell.
I'll put it like this. I tend to be tolerant of game level designs because I often make it my sort of unpaid job to show them who's boss. Rat race can go screw itself. It can go screw itself with a hot iron and everything.
That's fair.
There you go. Now you're supposed. For some reason, now the new snake gets out from the same hole that the other one came in, because that's. They break off this pattern that we've been learning from the beginning of the level. And what you have to do here is you have to jump at the last moment, so you can jump here, and it has to be in the specific place where you won't fall, so that you won't fall into the instant death spikes.
Yeah, have I mentioned that the head is sloped? And yes, the game treats it as a slope, so if you go on his head, you will slide.
Yes.
Jump, slide,
There you go.
slide.
So what do you think?
Fucking
It's
hell.
easy, right?
All this jumping and sliding.
Oh, good. I'll give you that. Good enough to burn.
Looks like the Dark Queen's got a warm reception planned for the Battletoads. Gee, I wonder if this is going to be the fire level.
Well, it's only called Fire Zone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to level 7, Volkmeyer's Inferno. As Lord
it's Fire Zone, it's hot, and yeah.
as Lord Cat from Until You Win put it very well, it's level 3. Except this time it's fucking impossible.
See, level 3 was, believe it or not, the fair version.
Yeah. Remember the racing section we had in the previous part, Blips? That was incredibly.
Okay.
Trust me, that was a fucking warm up to this level.
All right. Pay attention. The mooks can actually knock you into one-hit kills. That's just a precursor for what is to come.
Yeah, and the sad part is that the mooks are the fucking easy part of the level.
Yeah, you can see that.
And they can one-hit kill you. Keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, and it's also great to jump on this incredibly tiny platform that's not at all. What did you just saw there?
You literally have to do a leap of faith because the log doesn't come into the screen before you actually jump.
No, actually, tell you, it does come. It's just that you have to wait.
You know what I just thought of?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Some game composers play the game through a bit to get a feel for the level they're making the music for. I can imagine David Wise getting frustrated on this bit, and he always do any music for this bit.
Yeah, I noticed. This music does seem to convey frustration.
It's like he was frustrated. He's like, "Oh fuck it!"
Oh yeah, these flying rats on whatever the hell those things were. Those things kill you instantly for some reason.
Of course.
Basically, James, let me put it like this. Up until now, the game has actually been somewhat merciful.
Yeah.
After level 7, this is where you have to commit yourself.
Well, starting with level 7, I would argue, because level 7 makes level 3 look like a fucking walk in the park.
I guess, but some of the levels that come after level 7 are...
Yeah,
well,
again,
Rat Race, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wait till we get to the later ones, because, again...
Again.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, this time instead of a speeder bike, we're on a spaceship, which means you can fly. Here's the problem: you have to go through these lightning bolts in their openings. Okay, at the beginning, this sounds fine, right? It's going fairly slow, and you can tell from the beginning where you're supposed to go through. So it's fine.
Mike.
What? What's
that mini game of Action 52? We have to go.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah, basically we're using the Flappy Bird.
Oh, here's the thing. Now the things start to open.
Well, and you
and they also start to close, meaning you have to press forward to go faster, otherwise you'll die because it closes on you.
That's right. You have to speed up.
And again, allow me to remind everybody: back in the NES days, without a rewind feature, you had to make all these time-splitting decisions on the fucking fly.
However, believe it or not, we're not actually at the part where it starts to get BS by this game standard.
This part, basically, what for the most part, aside from that one that just killed me, if you can memorize that one particular one that just killed me, you can stay here on top of the screen and dodge all of these at least.
Let me check. Did the Mega Drive version come out in Europe?
I'm pretty sure it did. Anyway,
I'll check.
Oh boy!
Okay,
and now
here
it's raining missiles for some reason, and we have to dodge them.
Again, doesn't seem too bad, but then they start going, well, yeah, blinking fast like that.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah, I love the sound effect that does when the missiles fall.
I swear I heard already somewhere.
Although for some reason we had to wait till we got it like 3 months after America did.
Headcanon. Rare wanted to torment the Americans and they were trying to spare their own home country.
Hell, it's even worse on the NES version.
Alright, hold on guys.
We had to wait under 2 years for that.
This is where the level gets insane.
Okay, Dwibs, hope your eyes can accustom well to
because now the game is going to take the fucking pedal to the metal and this is going to start going lightning fast. There you go. See, I have to literally make all of these things are closer together, and you have to make all these. And there you go. See, now there you go. And now, in order to get through here, you have to accelerate to the maximum so you can, so it doesn't close on you. There you go. Oh fuck. Let's try again. Yeah. Oh fuck. Try.
Hey, you made it through that one.
There you go. See, there you go. See, after that last bolt, you have to immediately go full forward. Otherwise, you won't be able to get past that section. You have to know in advance to do so.
Let me put it like this, Dribs. You have to speed up, and then you have to slow down, and then you need to speed up.
I get the picture.
Basically, yeah. Oh.
Bullshit.
We're not done yet. Oh boy, and now it gets super duper fast. There you go. See,
are you ready, Dwibs?
Jesus Christ.
Wait, at least give us a bit of time here.
Oh, that's just a warm-up.
That's just the thing, Dwibs. It gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if this game went any faster, it'd probably break the actual concept.
And guess what, Dwibs? They're also going to start closing, aside from being this fast. They're also going to start being there you go, see? Oh, God. And they're going to start be closer together, meaning you have to react at the fucking millimeter of a second. See, this last obstacle right here is almost impossible to dodge. To give you as an idea, Lord Cat said that he has never played a game so many times just to die on the exact same obstacle every single time.
You know, it's you know what also.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure that not many NES games could do stuff that fast. Oh wait, the Gargantua won't be a pushover ward body. It's far too big for that.
The only way is up for Toads. Let's go for it.
By the way, guys, guess who made the Mega Drive version of this game?
Who?
Arc System Works.
Who's that?
Sounds familiar.
The lot that made BlazBlue and Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah.
Weird.
Family Table Tennis and
Okay, so this is the level where the designers thought, okay, after that shit that you just went through, you deserve a little bit of a break. So this level is mercilessly much easier than the previous one. It's still hard on its own merits, don't get me wrong, but compared to what we just went through, this is a fucking blessing.
But yeah. So to win.
Oh yeah, but I mentioned that those balls kill you instantly. Oh, okay, no, actually, never mind. They only hit 2. I'm mistaking it for another obstacle. Never mind.
So to win, what do you think of
what
this
do you say
game?
to Battletoads, Pedro?
I'm sorry, Battletoads fans.
No, you apologise to the game.
Oh, sorry, Battletoads.
Don't worry, Pedro. Battletoads forgives you after killing you a few times.
It's like Jova having to apologize for Blue Dragon fans in our last part that we did because he forgot about how the warp devices were explained to us.
Yeah. So what was it like? Why don't you explain it?
But basically, Jova got fed up with the game at a very early point, to the point where he even forgot that something was explained, even though it was explained.
Yeah, that was my bad.
I'm starting to think that by the end of it, every one of us will have to apologize for something.
Pedro's had to apologize, I've had to apologize, Shuri had to apologize.
No.
And only Shira and me are missing for now.
Your time
the game will get you, Teo. It's only a matter of time. Yes?
Oh, and also
I accidentally clicked off the video.
What do you say to us now, Dibs?
Sorry, what time are you guys at?
17:30, 31, 32.
Go to 18 minutes. Also, that charming contra thing.
17:58.
But as long as someone...
Wait, 17 what?
58.
Oh, 58.
As soon as something disappears from the bottom screen, it becomes the bottomless pit.
Yes.
Also, I love how you were humping.
Don't you love that? Don't you? Alright.
It's like Dimps over again. Go ahead.
And click. Well, Dimps is not so much about that as more as like bottomless pits in general. Sonic Team, on the other hand, brought back this syndrome in Sonic Lost World. You'd think we would never see a modern platformer with Contra syndrome, but there it is. Sonic Lost World brings it back because apparently someone was asking for it.
Okay, take your bets. I'm betting Insane Trilogy is also going to bring that back.
Anyway. Oh yeah, those puffs of smoke, by the way, they kill you instantly.
Of course.
Wow, why? Are they poison gas?
I think the game never explains it.
Actually, it's probably hot steam.
Guys, I think I got it now. I think I got why this game is so unbelievably hard.
Wow.
Rare wanted to portray the environmental effects that everything have on frogs and toads, because they can be affected easily. So therefore, they made it so that these toads die so easily. Don't you see, guys? It's all an environmental message.
The same toads who can morph their hardware limbs into stuff.
I guess.
Sorry, Pedro. Posing in front of the gas won't save you.
Actually, it will. There.
Seriously, it looks like he's doing a pose.
I hate these enemies.
Remember, Dwibs, this is the mercy level.
Yes.
If we can get to the end of this playthrough without Pedro dying of rage, then
no. That's the thing. I already to give you an idea, Dwebs. The rat race level, which is level 10, if I remember correctly. After finishing that level, it took me so long, and I had to rewind. It took me so long using rewinding and shit to finally be able to beat the rat that I had to take a break after that because I was starting to have hand cramps.
Yeah, have I mentioned that there's button mashing in this game?
Yes. It's not even just that, Jova. It's the fact that the only way to beat the rat in the third phase is to hit him so that you'll force him to do the same straight away more than once. That's the only way you're going to be able to actually surpass him in that, because he goes so fucking fast. You will never be able to win that race by conventional means. You have to think outside of the box, which would be fine if the game at the very least gave us some kind of a hint to how we're supposed to do it, but no.
Funny that there's actually a Battletoads Double Dragon crossover.
To give you an idea, Lord Cat actually was having so many trouble. Lord Cat was having so much trouble with the third race that he actually got to a point where he threw the controller into the ground and he swore they will never do a Battletoads video and that the fans would just have to deal with it. But eventually, persistence paid off and he managed to figure out that tactic that I will also use in this playthrough.
God, deal with it.
Also, by the way, I mentioned that I hate this boss, by the way. This boss is incredibly hard to defeat because not only because he fires those guns incredibly fast and it's incredibly easy to get hit. Also, you have to be careful when he jumps because if he hits you, he'll squatter you. And considering you don't have any weapons, you always have to get right close to him to hit him, which of course means you have to get right close to his weapon, which is of course near suicide. Yeah. So this boss is really annoying. Go ahead.
Watch out for when he bounces around.
Yeah, I just said that.
Also,
God.
You know, I think, was the Battletoads cartoon bad because it had the Battletoads constantly dying and it's trying to be faithful to the game?
No, it was because it was very annoying and repetitive.
Dweebs, you tried to turn it
Just
into
like the game then.
Well, Dweebs, here's the thing.
No, the game is not repetitive, Dweebs. It's just frustratingly impossible.
Also, Dweebs, yeah, like Pedro said, this game is not repetitive. In fact, if anything, it's
I mean, look at it this way, Dweebs. Look, we're now 8 levels in, right? So far, every single level is completely different from the previous one. Think about it. Level 7 is pretty much a harder version of level 3, but that's about it. Everything else is completely different from what we've seen before. And that's one of the main reasons why this game is so hard, because you cannot get into a groove with this game because every level throws you for a completely different loop.
Trust me,
the sound of rewinding is already grating on my mind.
Trust me, Dweebs. Without that feature, anyone trying to complete this game will go bonkers by the time they're done.
Wait, but Pedro, this game already drove you bonkers even without the replay function.
I know, but that's just the thing. Like, even with the rewind feature, it doesn't change the fact how cheap this game can be.
Question: have you beaten this game without the replay function? No.
Like everybody else, I rage quit at level 3 because fuck this.
I give up. See you in part 3 then.
I'll just say this about the rewind feature: if the game is not going to play fair, why should I? All right, see you for the next part, everybody.
That rewind feature was made. Good point.
See you, everybody.